Jesus. Perfect. Oh boy, oh boy. Episode number 6. We're back. Did you think we weren't going to come back from last episode? Neither did I. But as you can see, we have a little extra guy with us today. And this is our very special friend, pro skateboarder. He is actually gay. Hasn't came out yet. We just did it on right here at the beginning. Round of applause. Mr. Aj Nelson. Oh my God. Great to have you here.
Thanks for having me, boys. I appreciate it.
It's a pleasure.
Y'all are
honestly.
too sweet.
I know you're gay.
Fuck, man. I guess I didn't know either.
Me neither. That was a guess.
It's a guess.
So here we are. We got a lot for you this episode. We got some questions from you guys. We got some clips.
More questions?
More questions. We have 31 questions.
Wow.
Holy shit.
So it might be a little lengthy one, but stick with us. We have, what was I going to say? We have questions. We have clips we're going to go over. You know, AJ just turned pro. We would like to first say, here's his new wheel, pro wheel, Speed Lab. You can buy these on speedlabwheels.com. Please go and support our buddy.
Thanks for the plug. Appreciate it, man.
No problem. Anytime. So, AJ, sponsors, what are they? Go.
Palo Peralta.
Shout out.
S1 helmets.
Shout out.
Speed Lab wheels.
Shout out.
Common Youth.
Shout out.
Black Sheep Underground.
Shout out.
Ace Trucks.
Shout out.
Plasma Graphics.
Shout out.
Old Bones Knee Therapy.
Shout out.
Burley Caps.
Shout out.
Bones Bearings.
Shout out.
Old Bones Therapy.
Shout out.
And Boneless Pads.
Shout out.
And...
Did you say the name of the show yet?
Oh.
Not yet.
Mine is Skate Shop Carmel. Rap Aaron Vaughn.
Shout out Aaron, my boy. Love you.
I think that's all of them.
Hey, that is an impressive fucking...
That is a very long, lengthy list.
I don't know how it happened. I'm a pretty lucky guy.
That's
It just kind of happened.
Very impressive.
I'm blessed for you, honestly.
Oh, shit.
But, of course, this is the Average Size Brothers podcast, and I am Jacob.
I'm Connor.
And here we are, still, with AJ Nelson.
In the basement.
We're in a basement.
It's very hot and stuffy.
Doing weird stuff in your mom's basement.
It's so hot.
This is my basement.
This is
I
his
have
basement.
a mortgage. I'm a grown adult. I'm adulting. Fucking stupid. What do you think about that, honestly? I'm going to ask you that. What do you think about the people...
The word adulting?
Adulting. The word adulting.
It's about as bad as people saying the word rev. Like, let's get some revs in. No one's told me what it means, but I have a friend named Andy. He says, like revolutions. Like
I've
times
never
around.
heard that.
It's the worst thing in skateboarding.
Let's get some
right now.
revs.
Yeah, some revs.
I said even geeked. I hated the word geeked.
It's just really bad
I've never heard of red.
terminology.
I can't fucking handle it.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's fucking stupid. So, AJ, let's get down to business.
Let's get down and dirty.
Where are you from?
I'm from here in Kokomo, Indiana.
Tell the boys.
Born and raised.
Tell everybody.
1996, March 31st.
You're what, 25?
I'm 25.
25, so that means what? Car insurance.
I can rent a
has
car
gone down.
too. Yeah, I can rent
And
a car.
and you can rent it. Did you know that, Connor?
We have the same birthday month.
How about that?
I didn't know that, by the way.
I'm an Aries, whatever that means.
That's just not real.
There you go.
I don't
for
believe
the
in
people who are into your signs and chakras and
Look it up.
tapestries and whatnot.
Maybe you should get into it. Maybe
Yeah.
it'll help you out.
I have some friends that are all about it, and it seems like it works if your head's in the right place.
So, you're sort of a local celeb around these parts.
God damn it.
Tell me, when you first started getting noticed, how did that make you feel out on the streets? Sorry about that. We had a little bit of technical difficulties.
Oh, my face is right in the camera. Holy shit.
But how did that make you feel when, people you don't know started saying, oh my God, it's AJ Nelson?
I think a lot of it's social media. Like, it's weird. People know you before they even meet you. And
Right.
Like, Kokomo's not very big. Like, not at all. Everyone's kind of one person away from knowing somebody.
When did you know you were on that level, though?
I don't think I'm anything, man. I just try to skateboard, dude.
I know. See, look, here's his humble side coming out.
God damn it.
But you do know. I mean, you have to know everything's different for you now.
I guess. I'm just still
You
skating.
gotta acknowledge. I know you're still skating, but you gotta acknowledge it.
Yeah, I mean, it's neat. I mean, I have a lot of support from a ton of people, and that means the world to me. I mean, that's been stellar the past few years, like skating recently, and like the few weeks that have gone by here recently. But I think it's cool. Just the support from everybody in the community, like around, just skating and who's involved with skating is just huge.
Is there anybody who's like, fuck you, AJ?
I'm sure I get that all the time. I've heard it. I mean, I was just in Chicago and skating this ramp, and some random guy was just pissed. He's like, "It's a street course, you fuck," because I'm skating the only like quarter pipe of this street plaza.
It's a quarter pipe, guys. Fix yourself.
Apparently, yeah.
Skate park etiquette.
But just people are just kind of like, I don't know.
Kind of mean.
Of course, people are just mean in general.
Why?
But I mean,
meanie heads.
I don't know. I don't really like the term jealousy too much.
Do you think it's because they are jealous?
My thing is, man, if you're jealous and like just go out and do it better than the person you're hating on. I mean, it's all like work ethic, I think. But hell, it's just
you do in fact have probably one of the greatest work ethics I've seen in skateboarding. You've come a long way. What were we talking? 2 years ago you started skating vert?
Almost 5.
5?
Almost
Jesus
5.
Christ.
I started skating.
I get time so fucked.
You're good, dude. My CTE has blown my memory apart. I started skating like I think July of 2010 or 2009. I can't remember. I was about to be a freshman in high school, and God, it's just been on after that. I mean, like, yeah, it's been about 10, 11 years, I think.
Did you catch any shit skateboarding?
Oh, of course. I mean, when I started, like, no one really understood it, and I think there was 5 of us at Kokomo High School that skated in a middle school, and I got called everything under the sun for being a skateboarder. I mean, you name it, use your imagination. Like, I got shit from like coaches, teammates, and just classmates that just didn't get it, and like now it's so acceptable, and everyone dresses the part and plays dress up like a skateboarder because it's cool to be a skateboarder, but not really skateboard. But I mean, I don't know. It's just. It was kind of like motivation, fuel to keep doing it. Like,
all those people who shit on you and called you those names, have they reached out to congratulate you? Any of them?
I suppose a few, yeah. But it's funny. Definitely, like, I wasn't cool by any means in high school. Like,
but you are now that you're. Oh, I made a name for myself, and oh my God, hey AJ, good job, man, really good job.
It's just like on the rarity I ever do go out in like public, not like the park or anything. Like if I go to a bar on that rare occasion,
right,
I'll see some dude or whatever, some chick. They were just like,
let me buy you a drink.
Not even that. They were just so like they were up there, upper tier high school, and like
big popular people.
Yeah, it's like they kind of peaked if you think about it. Like, bro, I knew you kept grinding, bro. You're doing your thing. Or the best is like, hey, bro, what's up? You still skating? Like weird small talk. It's like, yeah, man. Like,
yeah, you called me fucking mean names in school. Why are you talking to me?
Yeah, it's like I never quit. But thanks for the compliment. I don't know, man. It's weird. People are people. It's just.
No kidding.
It's weird.
But for the people who don't know skateboarding terms, you'll hear the word vert probably a couple times. Vert is the big giant ramp that Tony Hawk skates on. And AJ knows Tony Hawk. But that's besides the point. We're not here to talk about that. What? Do you know Tony Hawk? You know?
He's a good guy.
So, Connor, you have any questions for him?
Yeah,
I know Connor was dying to ask you some questions.
Ask him some questions, Connor.
Man, what was
Can I just acknowledge how patriotic we're looking right now? Just like red, white, and blue. 4th of July's around the corner.
America.
It is.
The home of the free.
Independence Day.
Let's all join hands and sing the national anthem.
How does it go?
Oh, I got it. I pledge allegiance.
No, that ain't it.
I know.
All right.
We'll
ask AJ your questions. You've been dying.
Hey, what was like the favorite or your favorite trick that you landed? Like that you're like, damn, yes, I got this one. Finally.
One that's like.
I'm right here.
Yeah, that last part.
What's the question?
What's the best trick that you landed?
Like
felt good about? Like you were like,
one that's always still an issue now more than ever. Like I learned how to do fives maybe 2.5, 3 years ago.
Elaborate on the fives.
Yeah.
So there's 2 different kinds of 540s. There's a flat spin 5 and a McTwist. And a McTwist is where you grab mute, which is kind of in front of your lead leg, and you grab in front of your knee, and you kind of almost do a half front flip, then 540 degrees around. But I can't do a standard mute air. I don't get in the air very often. But when I was learning them, I totally blew my MCL out, and I've destroyed both knees in the past 3 years trying that trick. I don't have it on lock, but it
comes and goes.
That's crazy.
When it happens, it's like the best feeling. It'll take me all session to land one because it's like I don't get to skate vert every day of the week like some of these guys on the East and West Coast, like who have a ramp like 10 minutes from their house. Like past 5 years, I've been driving to Louisville or Cincinnati to a friend's ramp or the public ramp in Louisville, and they're all about 3 hours from Kokomo. So about 5 years I've been making day trips, 6 hours round trip, just to figure out how to skate a vert ramp.
Right, and God forbid Floyd figure out those sessions. Jesus.
And we're lucky to have an indoor like that.
Yeah, thanks, Floyd.
11 foot. I mean, it's just Midwest is brutal. I mean, winter sucks. I don't like snow. It's great for like Christmas Day. After that, I don't want any more snow. Rain can go to hell, but it's necessary.
Don't blame me there.
But yeah, I mean, it's what you have to do just to skate, I guess. But I think 540s are the one that are like when you land, you're like, damn, like this is.
You're like, holy shit! I can't believe I fucking did
that's
this.
That's pretty crazy.
It's something you joke about as a kid. It's like, God, do a 900 or do a 540.
Yeah, do a McTwist, man.
Do a flip.
Do a McFlugel spin.
You're doing like 540s and Tony Hawk. No, in real life.
And what's funny, I never even played those games games
Really?
growing up. Yeah, I played like Madden and like Call of Duty.
Hey,
I heard
I
they were
played
having
Madden.
skating.
I played
There
games.
you go. Connor's on that shit with you.
Yeah, I played with Madden, but it's pretty crazy hearing you never played. You didn't play Tony
I
Hawk.
never got
and
into
stuff.
them. It's just I don't play video games now. Like it's so rare. I just watched my brother play Call of Duty.
Now, growing up, I see, I mean, I've known AJ, over 10 years now.
I say yeah.
I'd say. When we were younger, we were the street guys. We were going skating street, and transition. Vert is different than street and transition skating. Skating a mini ramp is transition. When you transitioned into vert skating, what clicked in your head and you're like, man, I kind of want to fucking pursue this? Why was it like, oh, street skating's kind of fucking whack, or what was it in your head that you're like, oh yeah, I want to go and fucking get some fucking air?
I think a lot of it was like I was about 18 or 19 when I was really skating pipeline really heavy, and like that's the park here in town. I was like frozen. It's just an old grind line park, and it's a shithole. It's like it's not taken care of anymore. It's just graffiti, there's broken glass, you name it, dead animals, all that good stuff. I think I had skated that place so much, I burnt myself out, and I was skating that place like every day by myself, like trying to teach myself how to do airs or whatever it was. I had no one there to tell me if I was doing it right or wrong. And when I got into skating vert, it was just like so different, but so like reminiscent of actual like transition skating. I was like, I almost had to like relearn how to do certain things because there's different mathematics involved, different trajectories, different speeds, and wearing pads.
So it's kind of like relearning how to skate.
Yeah, relearning how to skate in a whole new terrain, and like I was wearing pads, and probably spent 2 weeks trying to figure out how to actually knee slide properly. And that was a mission in its own, just to learn how to fall without counting myself. But that gave me the confidence to try whatever I wanted, because I was like, oh, I can just go to my knees, or if I hit my head, I won't get that fucked up.
Yeah, you've hit your head a couple times.
I can't even keep count now.
I think in the end, is more like this is completely different than what I'm doing.
Yeah,
I want to tackle this. That's the next thing.
It was the next chapter, and like something that I was like, dang, I really.
Because now you're pretty much all terrain kind of fucking guy. You skate everything.
Yeah, I like skating everything. It was just like I'll skate whatever with my friends, and
like today.
Yeah, it was,
the park.
That was a nightmare.
That street stuff
melted. It was
pretty
so
wild.
goddamn hot.
Connor?
Dude, yeah, it was hot out. Who's someone you've skated with where you're like, damn, this guy's just on a whole other level than everyone else around us?
There's been a lot of guys like that. I had the chance to skate out in Europe, probably 2019. It was like the year before COVID, obviously, and we went this past year, and unfortunately we didn't. But seeing the guy, I don't know a lot of their names, so they're kind of hard to pronounce. But the European skaters were absolutely unreal. Like the way they approach skating is so different, and the way the culture out there looks at skating, like they treat skateboarding out there like we treat basketball and football. Like it's their sport, it's their pastime. It's like, we're gonna go watch the Cubs play, or let's go watch the Colts. There's like, let's go watch a session, and we're gonna go to this contest. Like Vans has done, the Park Series there, and seeing some of those guys skate and their take on skateboarding, like listening to them speak, and we all speak skateboarding. Like there was a huge language barrier for a lot of people. Like I only speak English. And there was guys there that could speak 3 languages plus English, and
motherfuck,
they spoke English better than I could, and that's just how like different it was out there. But we all spoke skateboarding. Like everyone knew what this meant, what that meant, how to get there, this, that, and the other. Granted, they used the metric system, so like how tall is this ramp? And we're like something meters. I'm like, dude,
granite vert talk's way different than street talk.
Vertical terminology is absolute. Just
Fucking dog
it's
shit.
just chaos.
It's
Like,
a fucking nightmare, I tell you.
It's pure chaos. And the guys who've been doing it, they're the biggest trick Nazis. If you say something wrong, they will jump your ass. And it's like, no, it's this, and so did it in 1980, whatever. Like, get it right.
I'm glad you told me now, so I don't fuck up. You know.
Well,
I remember in
No,
that
you'd
situation.
fuck up.
I'm still messing up terminology, and I learn something every day.
You ever been laid now that you're a big star?
God, no, dude. I have quite the dry spell, if I do say so myself.
Quite the dry spell?
I'm not really, I don't really, if it happens, it happens.
If it happens. So you never had some chick out on the street being like, oh, hey,
Off the street, God, no, dude.
No, you're like,
more
oh,
respect for
hey.
myself.
Or, I mean, come on, some ramp tramp's like, yo,
God
what's
damn it.
up?
Oh,
Wait!
What?
Tell the story with the roller derby girl.
The roller derby girl.
Come on, you know the one.
Let's not and say we did.
roller derby girl.
Roller derby girl. There's. Hey, everybody. I gotta put this phone on charge.
Let's just
Sorry.
say that sometimes when there's one female in an area with a lot of males, usually a lot of males will go after the one female. It's just, blood in the water, and it's a, feeding frenzy for sharks. But, yeah, long story short, just, I was seeing her, but she was also seeing, like, former friends. Kind of weird.
At the same time,
I had no
fucked
idea.
up this angle.
Well, God, what is this?
Way to go.
Right there.
You were skating and fucking at the same time, huh?
Dude, it's just, it's
And
all,
I think-
And your buddies.
it's water under the bridge. We'll just say that.
All the boys, all the roller derby girls love the vert boys. All the vert dogs.
Is this
That's. I feel like
girls.
derby
I
girls.
like that. Was that the terminology? That's funny.
That's what they're called, right?
Quad skaters.
Quad skaters.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
there's
They
some,
more or less get in the fucking way of everything. But
they would fuck you up.
I'm
Like,
sure they
some
would.
quad
But you know
skaters
what?
will
I'm
fuck
gonna
you
say
up.
it. I mean, you're all probably really nice, and I'm just
there's
honestly
some
joking.
girls that get out there. They get after it. and
Yeah,
it's
the roller
pretty cool to
derby
see.
girls like they're fucking
Dude, I saw
banging
her on
and shit.
TikTok do like a backflip. She might not have been a roller derby girl, but she was on some roller skates. It's pretty
They're
impressive.
so hard to ride. I put
Like-
skates on. It's the weirdest thing to ride. And like, it's one thing to ride on flat ground, like when you're at the roller
Fuck would
rink.
do that?
But there's no bailing skates or quads or inlines, whatever you want to hop in. But
Broken ankles.
it's a whole nother part of, like, dude, skateboarding came from roller skating. I mean, that's
wild?
the genesis of skateboarding.
Roller skating. I thought it came from surfing more.
They took
More or less.
They took a whole truck system of a roller skate, cut it in half, and you had two tracks, like right here, and they just bolted it to a board.
Is it bang bang?
But it's from roller skating. That's where skateboarding came from, like 1960, whatever.
a little fucking lesson on history, of AJ Nelson.
I could be wrong, don't quote me, but that's the idea,
I
right?
thought it was a...
Yeah. Marty McFly invented skateboarding in
Yeah.
1955.
He's got Parkinson's now. That's why you gotta wear helmets.
He does.
But what's one of your biggest childhood memories of skateboarding? What was something you did back then? You were like, holy fuck! Just like kind of like the 540. What is your best moment? Maybe even.
I think, like, I pushed manga for like 6.5, 7 years. I think learning how to push normal was pretty big because I was so stubborn not to do it. I was like, whatever I push is
Say,
fine.
fuck you guys.
And it's such like, it's skateboarding. Do it however you want. But like, I look at it and I'm like, dude, some of those old clips of me, I'm like pushing all, like a fucking caveman. And I'm like,
I'm so
thank
glad.
God my friends haze the shit. Like Rennie, Jimmy, Taylor, all those guys are like, you need to push normal or like, you need to figure something out because this is bad. And you're like, you're too old for this shit. You're like 18. I'm like, okay. And I finally did it, but like that was a big deal. And then I can push switch so good that I pushed manga for so long. I can push switch like pretty damn good.
No, nobody's business.
Yeah.
What's who was your biggest influencers growing up? Who were the people out there that you were like, I'm gonna impress these guys today?
I think when I was younger and I started skating, like I started skating with like Jarek and Hunter and just whoever else was kind of there and gone and that quick. Then I met you a little bit later down the road, but you were younger.
Oh
and
God, the day I met you.
that was hilarious. But I think like the older guys, like Rennie or like Taylor and Jimmy, like those, I always looked up at those guys because like there's nothing cooler than like the older kids anywhere and just any time in life.
That's exactly how I looked up to you and Jarek and all you guys. I
Yeah,
was like,
it's just it's anything. It's
like,
like,
I gotta do something.
dude. The older kids are so cool. Like I just want to
Exactly.
be like, it's. And I was lucky enough, like they kind of like took me in or whatever, and like I was like their little like just sidekick. They just take me to skate parks because I couldn't drive. I was like way young.
Right now, I remember being that age and fucking posting some clips or something.
In a car and
somebody liking Rennie or anybody
it's
like
cool.
liking a photo. I'm like, yo,
the acknowledgement's really neat.
I was like, fuck. Shout out, you guys. I mean, you kind of pushed us now that we're older, but
it's that next.
Now it doesn't matter anymore.
It's that next gen. It's the next phase.
I'm peaked. Here I am. That's my fucking potential right there, out the window. Once I blew my knee out, that was it, pal. When I first met AJ, was at Gorilla Skate Park.
Oh gosh.
This was owned by our buddy Jarek's stepfather. He was nice enough to open a park, build a big old half pipe. Well, fuck going and skating the ramp inside. Should
I say it from my point of view? Because I watched this happen from the other side of this fence.
Oh, this is the first time you met.
This is fucking. Okay. This is when me and AJ were here.
So this shit. So there was this load there because there was a fence and then a parking lot that had the skate park in the parking lot, and then inside was like a pole barn garage bay that had the ramp and all the indoor shit.
I'm pretty sure. Was I?
You were there. You might have been. Yeah, you were there that day.
I think I was there that day.
I felt the loading dock.
Yeah. That parking garage was next to this loading dock, and this building was torn down, but it was an old like packaging facility, right there off like it was like King Street or something like that, off Washington. Like anyway, Jake was trying to ollie this parking garage, like this loading dock. And it was glass, it was gravel, it was the roughest goddamn thing.
And first, let me tell you, Sam Williams, I know you're going to be watching this. You were my downfall, sir. It was your job to sweep the rocks out of them. All you had to do was sweep them from. I couldn't have cared if I hit it in the middle.
You could have had the wherewithal to double check.
But God forbid, missed the one rock that was right there as I was about to ollie.
So, from my point of view, I'm watching from it. I had never met the kid yet. I'm sitting there like, what? This might go either way.
Got track pants on.
Yeah, you were probably 12. I was probably like 14, maybe
something
15.
Like that. Yeah.
I was almost 15. Little itty bitty. And you're pushing at this fucking run up, man. And like, there was like Jarek, Brock Spencer, Hunter was filming it always. Just the best cameraman ever growing up. He was just the man. And I heard that rock, like, it just sounded like a car accident happening. You just hear that rock skid and that high pitch, like squeaking noise of like the rock and wheel, and you just hit the top of that fucking loading dock and just somersaulted and then flat backed on the ground. And I was laughing at you so hard. And you just
fucking hit my head.
You hit your head, so you got up pissed, beat red in the face, and I think you looked at me and was like, "What the fuck is so funny?" I'm just dying laughing at you, dying laughing. I couldn't even get my breath, and you're like, "Go fuck yourself." I was like, "Fuck you, kid," or something. Like and you're just talking so much shit. I'm like, I like that guy.
That's right.
It was just instantly, like, it was so funny. I think you went and tried it again.
I did do it. I did land it.
You did make it.
I did land it.
You fell like a sack of shit out of a 14-story building.
So later on, we got pizza and stuff.
Yeah.
And I went home, went to bed, had a giant goose egg on my fucking head. Woke up probably 2 in the morning. I don't know. Throwing all the pizza up because I had a concussion. I did not know. And
that was pretty bad.
So yeah, it was probably the least fun I've had. Good story to tell that we are here now and older, but fuck that shit.
Time flies, man. But yeah, that stuck hard in my memory. Like,
what kind of advice do you give for the younger generation of skateboarders in the town? Because there's fucking so many more.
It's the coolest thing
than there ever was when we were growing up. It was hard to find people who skated.
Yeah, the only way you could
figure
it out.
You skated a little bit.
Yeah, you did skate a bit. You could drop it.
You're still out here sometimes.
Yeah.
It's only when he's feeling it, which is like maybe.
Dude, that's how Alex is.
3 times out of the month.
Cowboy boots.
Yeah. I don't know. It was fun. Yeah. There was no one like my age range. I feel like everybody was like so much older than me.
Yeah, that's just how it goes.
It was. I know, but you guys were like so much older than me. It felt like I don't know.
I'm 2 years older than you.
I know, but everybody else in that skate shop and shit.
But you're my boy.
It was just intimidating.
My boy, Blue. You're wearing blue.
I know. Just intimidating.
So yeah. So what do you have to say to this Kokomo era? Maybe if anybody else is watching, I don't know. Just the generation who's coming up and the fucking it's almost like the fucking 1970s when skateboarding was blowing up, and then it just came out from when it died, and now we're blowing up again.
I think it's.
I hate it.
I meet a new kid every time at that park. It's some kid with a new board. I'm like, and you can tell there's some of them are just in it for like the summer. Like their parents got them a board.
They're all in it for the pussy.
It's just this little trend for the time being, and they're like, they're getting into it, or it's a little hobby for the time being. It's like they're for girls, or that's cool too. But like sometimes you'll see a kid and meet him, and you can just kind of look at him and see how they're moving. Like, oh, dude, that kid's so down.
Aiden.
Yeah, like that kid's unreal.
Oh
Like,
my
I cannot wait to see.
Hope
him.
he doesn't move.
I don't think he is.
He's not.
We might luck out and keep him.
Ooh,
But,
Pokemon was keeping him.
So I think my advice to any younger guys or whatever, and girls too. Like I think it's rad that it's open to anybody. Like whatever you want to be or whatever your orientation is. Fuck. I mean, there's no rules in skateboarding. I mean, it's open for everybody, and I think like if you just do it the way you want to do it, it'll work out in your best intention. And like. When you're growing up, you're just like, I want to get sponsored, I want boards. And, like, that's the coolest thing. Like, buying skate product fucking sucks when you don't have any money. Or, like, say your parents don't have a ton of money. And, like, you make that board last. Like, you're going to saw that nose and tail down until it's no more.
But now, you got all these other people out there, and so many people in the skateboarding community are so giving. And God forbid you're missing something. They're like, hey, I actually have a fucking spare set of that. Easy as that.
Yeah, and it's just, my advice is...
Doesn't hurt to ask.
Yeah, my advice is just, like, don't try hard to be something you're not. Obviously, especially growing up, you're just trying to figure your life out and your identity and your personality and how you want to be perceived by someone. But like, just let things happen, and shit will happen. It sounds cliche, but just do everything you're doing and let that be.
Do whatever the fuck you want to do.
And just meet everybody, talk to her. It doesn't matter. The weirdest guy there, go up and say hi to him. Like, you never know. That'll make that guy's day, and you don't know who that person knows. Like that weird freak.
Then you got a new friend.
Yeah, and you got a new friend. Like, meet. Like, introduce yourself, first and last name, anyone you meet, and just make yourself just be welcoming. It's skateboarding. We're all doing the same thing. We're all doing it because we're dealing with something. Like, I do it because there's a ton wrong with me. Like, that's my therapy or whatever. I don't go to like a shrink or nothing, but like
waste skateboarding.
Shit. I mean, it's up to you. It works. It's not for everybody. But it makes things make sense when words can't. I mean, it's the best. Like, just go jump around for a few hours.
Fucking philosophical, dude.
So deep. Yeah.
Write that down.
Yeah.
But yeah, just do everything you're doing and don't force anything. Just let it come naturally. Everything, and just any facet in life, not just skating.
And don't be a fucking pussy. Just try shit. Don't
Tuck
go to
your
the
knee.
skate park.
Just tuck your knee.
Yeah. Don't
You're
go to
gonna
the
do front
skate park.
stairs, tuck your knee a little bit.
Don't go to the skate park being fucking, I don't know if I can do that. Well, yeah, you don't know because you never fucking tried. So give it a shot, would you? Tired of that shit.
Or just do your best. We love to
No.
see it.
This is what you need. This is what you probably do need, but this is what you really need. This kind of fucking talk. It'll get you far, trust me. Little baby's crying if you hear that.
Crying.
Yeah.
Tired and hungry.
Okay.
Oh, Kenny.
No, Kendrick. Okay, question? Got any more for him?
What was the last question you asked him?
Oh, about the younger generation of words he would like to say. Because if not, I can
I don't know.
blast some.
Yeah, let me hear some of these questions. And then maybe...
These aren't even questions. These are going to be.
Are they statements?
I don't even know what they are. So.
Listen, so I need to find the little remote so I can. Okay, so these are old clips I've dug up from AJ's past and his Instagram. You guys are so. Not actually. Wait, you guys are so unlucky. Because he fucking deleted this video of him singing 21 Pilots, and God, it was golden. It was fucking cringe.
I'm so
but
glad those are gone.
I pulled up some other ones. We're going to show them here. I'm going to show them to him real quick, and then we're going to talk about them. So, watch the video. First one right here. So, what you just witnessed was AJ's first ever 540. That was the 540 we were talking about earlier. So, we probably won't really touch on this too much. I just thought we'd show it because it's a very cool staple in AJ's career. Actually, you know what? Who or what gave you the thought, you know what, I'm going to fucking try and throw this fucking thing?
I think what it was like I had gone to 2 contests prior to that. Like maybe that spring and early summer, and there was guys just throwing 540s. I'm like, and they're all placing.
So you're like, oh shit, this is what it's gonna have to be.
I want to learn that so I can skate with like the best. I'm gonna skate with the guys in like the next step, and at least in my division, whatever you want to call it, AM or whatnot. And those guys are amazing. I'm like, I want to be up there with them, and I want to be. They push me to do that. Like seeing those guys do that, I just fed off. I'm like, I want to do that now. That looks so fun. That looks like the most insane adrenaline high, and I want that. And I got my ass handed to me trying it. I mean, I fucking destroyed myself. But landing it, I was like, okay, I can do it. But dudes have been having that thought for as long as skateboarding's been around. It's like that next step. I want that next bite of the pie. And yeah, it was when I did it, I didn't realize I landed. I'm like, holy shit! And I popped out. I'm like, I looked at Fernay and Conroy across the
Peter,
deck.
shout out Peter if you're watching this.
Shout out Fernay and Mike Conroy.
The motherfucking Peter is a great coach.
He's a good guy.
Shout out Peter.
Love Pete. Todd Morrow too. Those guys both abducted me from the mini ramp and got me into
Todd
skating.
asked you a question.
Did he really? I can't wait for Todd's question.
Yep.
That'd be great.
It's gonna be a good one.
Love Todd.
So, there was that clip. Hopefully you got a little nice explanation from that. And here is the next clip. Fucking shit. So, that was probably one of your past jobs, I'd assume. How many jobs have you had before you talk on this? How many different jobs you had before?
So what you just watched there was my first job, and that video led to me getting fired from my first job. And
How old were you in that?
I was like 18. That was the dumbest thing. Looking back, and I can laugh at it. I was like, this is so stupid and immature. I already gave pizza. I was a pizza maker. It was just, And there was they had a little store on Boulevard, and it was always dead, and there was nothing going on. That was actually at Center Road. Take that back. But I did it twice. I filmed one at Boulevard and at Center Road. Anyway, it was a dead night, and I think fucking Graydon or someone filmed it, because Graydon got me the job, like the summer prior. And it was a fun first job. A pizza job's amazing.
So they canned you for cutting a Sammy in half?
So what had happened was I was just like, I was throwing this fucking pizza machete around, just feeling super badass. I'm so cool, whatever. And I was like, hey, film this. And I just went over top and just samurai sliced it.
It was probably the most precise cut I've ever seen.
It was pretty spot on, but I'm pretty sure I dented the table and cracked the blade, is what I've been told that happened. And then maybe 2 weeks later, it was on Facebook. I put it on there like an idiot, and someone showed my boss and the head manager, and I went in on a Saturday morning, and I prepped and opened.
Then they let you go?
Had me prep and open. He's like, hey, AJ, let me talk to you real quick. I was like, I just kind of knew it. I was like, fuck, I can't. And he's like, just sit down and talk. And I was like, this motherfucker made me prep and okay, all right. What's up? He's like, hey, you want to tell me about this video? I'm like, fuck.
I'm like, I was trained to be a goddamn Mortal Kombat character.
I was like,
fucking
I was
leave me alone.
working on my sous chef license, and I was trying to get in there and do it right and get my prep skills. No, I just...
Gordon Ramsay won't accept me cutting a fucking sandwich any other way. I'm sorry.
I looked at him, I was just like, man, he's like, I gotta let you go. I'm like, all right, thank you. And then did that for a year, and then I worked at a retirement home here in Kokomo when I was a dishwasher. I did that for almost 2 years. That was cool. I met a lot of really neat old people. It was a very high class, 5-star retirement home.
It's almost as if it was I think your mom explained it as a cruise ship on land.
It was a cruise ship on
They don't
land.
even allow fucking cripples in there. They don't want people with wheelchairs. This is what she told me.
It's a very mobile, self-sustained...
They don't want to see that shit, I guess.
Retirement facility.
Those old people are like, man, if you got a fucking wheelchair,
so
we're going to wheel to the fucking curb ourselves because we're able to. You're not because you're in a fucking wheelchair.
It's down and dirty.
How crazy is that? Fucking old people because they're rich.
Some of them, 100-some years old, fully functioning, just they had it. They were just
because they
sharp.
It's because they fucking eat those things out of those kids. What is it called? The adrenochrome or
like
adrenochrome?
the bone marrow or something like that. I don't know. It's fountain youth or some shit. There's a topic. You can talk about that for a video.
Oh, Christ.
That's a whole mess.
That'd be a nightmare.
But yeah, that was a job I did. And then I did HVAC here in town at Rex Byers for about 2 years. And then my most recent job that I was let go of because of COVID-related issues, I worked at another retirement home as a maintenance technician. So done a few things and helped.
And now you're what?
I'm a skateboarder.
Hey, what?
I'm a professional skateboarder.
Yeah, he is. That's right, baby.
It's still not... It's
fucking
weird.
mind fucks me, and I'm not even a pro skateboarder. I just know the guy.
I'm a lucky guy. Thanks.
That's true. Here's the next clip.
Yeah.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Ouch! That fucking hurt. Got bodied on that one.
Oh,
explain to us what was going on that time.
So that was me thinking I could do a street boneless. I fucked up is what happened. So it was over by this little gyro place on just off Washington.
Is it gyro or gyro? Or
Gyro. It's Mediterranean.
Or gyro.
Baklava.
Anyway.
Shawarma. Anyway, so what happened was there's this really weird little fence gap. You could ollie it, but it takes a little finesse to get over, especially when you're younger and our legs are smaller.
Little tiny legs.
Anyway, I think I was with, I can't remember who I was with. I think it was Hunter, Jerry. It was cold. It was a cold day. I can feel my ribs landing on it.
That's even worse.
I went to boneless and then foot plant the fence. And when I went up, my fucking foot just slipped it. And then I was like, oh God. And then I just flipped on the other side of the fence and I felt my body compressed in the ground. And I just looked at Jarek just like doing this. And then when he realized I was okay, he just started laughing.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
and
that's usually how it goes.
That video, that's one I can still feel today.
There's nothing worse.
It hurts so bad. But it's so goddamn funny. Like, that's hilarious.
Are there any other really crazy slams you've taken that you think in your head about occasionally? You're like, oh man, this was a fucking bad one. Like, what was your worst one? Top number one worst. I don't want to hear, maybe there's this one. I want to know your number one, this has fucked me.
Anything where I've hurt my knees has been pretty bad. But I've been knocked out a lot. But it's almost better that I've been knocked out cold because you don't feel like the entire like pain process until you come to your body's just kind of like you're almost sedated. And I've had a helmet on too, and I've broken helmets because I've hit my head so hard. And without those helmets, I probably would be like Dunzo or like brain dead. Like,
don't want that happen.
But I think the worst one that I can remember was I separated my AC joint. You might be able to see it. It looks like this weird lump in my collar, right? It's weird.
It's pretty fucking big.
It's prominent from over here.
Yeah, my collarbone is absolutely separated from my, like, where it is. It's hinged down with this ligament, and it's your AC joint. And I severed it completely on a 540. I was on the Vans ramp in California.
Fucking Tony Hawk.
Went up, didn't pull off the lip hard enough. My shins clipped, and I just fell like 12 feet to my face and neck, and it sounded like hitting a racquetball. It just popped. And I looked up, and like my arm's down here. I'm like, I look up at Pete and Jeff. I'm like, dude, no one's home. And like my arm is just going, like, I just broke my collarbone. Then I was just like waiting, like, am I gonna throw up? Because usually when you have like a serious compound fracture, like, your body goes into shock and you just like throw up. And I was like, dude, this ain't bad. And I picked it up and it clicked. And I go, oh, this ain't right. This is not right. And then
called a wee woo.
Went to the hospital. I got an MRI scan like immediately, and they're like, hey. You didn't break anything. You severed your AC joint. What that means, you completely blew the tendon completely out of that district, and you're gonna be stuck like that. So you'll be fine. You're gonna be hurting for about 8 weeks. So I sat out for about 7-8 weeks, and I was back to skating. And it's just
you had the fucking biggest boner to go skate for those 8 weeks. I swear to God.
I was going through the worst withdrawal.
I caught him having sex with a skateboard. Actually, I walked in.
I got grip tape burn on my privates.
He had just fucking nutted on the board too, and I was like,
"That sounds like
AJ."
Injury.
Yeah, dude, mom grip tape, man, it bites back.
Grip dick. Not fun, dude. Grip dick is not fun.
Oh,
that's for sure.
It was rough. Hard times.
What is it time for? Next clip. Maybe. Shit.
Oh!
It's a plane. It's a bird. Nah. It was fucking Aj Nelson ollieing 11 feet into a bowl.
9 foot.
9 feet into a bowl. But if you count the ollie up, probably 10.
Thanks, buddy.
Now,
yeah.
So that was all off of like a thought I had through my dad. He was just like, anybody ever just like jump down in there to flat? Like my dad doesn't get skating. Like,
might ever just fucking not skate the wall or whatever. But
you just ever just jump in there to flat? And like I was like, not a bad idea. It's pretty dumb when I think about it. But it was like Drake Rulis, Asher, Levi, a couple other guys. You might have been there.
Nah, I wasn't there.
You weren't there?
That's not. I don't think we were like cool then. That was my Jarek phase.
Man.
That was my J-Dog phase, huh? Shout out Jarek Dockery.
Wasn't good enough. So I was like, hey, I'm going to jump in here, guys. Do you want to film it for me? Because this might be a pretty good slam. Anyway, I think that was like 7th or 8th try. And I remember the next morning after I made it.
You did it 7 times?
Yeah, I jumped in there like 7 or 8 times.
So after the first one, you didn't think, maybe this isn't a good idea?
I was like, I got it. My dumb ass, like, I got it.
Oof.
And then I kept landing on the board, which saved a lot of the impact. But like, I think one, I landed so hard, I actually kneed myself in the, like my head came out so hard I kneed myself right in the face.
That is not fun.
And I landed it and I just popped up and I was like, oh, I'm rolling away. And then like an hour later, after I settled down, like, dude, my legs felt like cottage cheese. I was just like, oh my God, I won't be able to walk for a few days.
Yeah.
And I guess it was just like, hey, I did that. Woo, big deal. But it was fun.
Yeah, it's just an ollie.
It was fun. It was scary.
It's no 540.
Getting scared is fun.
Next clip. This is fucking... Oh my God, Benihana's are fucking lame. But look at that head of hair. Huh?
Once upon a time.
Once upon a time. You get old, guys. And you just lose your hair.
Don't shave your head if you have the option. Let that shit grow. I regret it. But, you know, hey. My mom says, hey, rock the Jason Statham thing. But I don't like Fast and Furious. But yeah, that was the Benihana. I learned
Think
how
of
to...
it more as a death race. Jason Statham.
Frankenstein.
Or fucking... What's that?
Crank, high voltage, 1 and 2.
Dude, hey, maybe next time we'll have him on and we'll hook his nipples up to some a car battery or something.
Sick, dude.
But so Benihanas are not the most well-liked trick in skateboarding.
So they're cool if you like, you know, if you don't air them out over like a cone or something. Like it's a classic air out trick for
cone.
A cone. But I learned them over a hip there at Peru, and I was like, oh, if I can dangle this guy out, and then I grabbed it and it worked. Hunter filmed that one, I think, and.
So really, what he's telling you is he thought it looked cool.
Yeah, I thought it looked cool. I don't know.
It could have been way better, and
cool.
it was cooler in my head. But I was like, it was still fun. It's fun. Skating's fun.
All right.
This is fucking hater.
Oh,
thank you.
Yeah, I'm the hater.
Skater hater, man.
I'm the hater, bro.
Critic from hell over here.
Fuck Eddie. Well, yeah, I'm your best critic. Remember
Just
that.
say.
Next clip. That was a back 360 air out of the bowl. You got something to say about that? You were a young-looking lad there. You had some abs. You were tan. You looked like Zac Efron. Hair.
I can't believe I did that even now. I probably couldn't do that if I tried.
Have you... Did you when you watched that video, what'd you think? Were you like...
I forgot I did that in the first place. I'm like, damn, I was at Dillon Park in Carmel area. And... I think it might have been first try, actually. I was like, oh, I'm going to throw this up here and just see what happens. And I stuck it. I'm like, oh, shit. It's like, I landed it.
I know, you're fucking... First try. Losers, remember that?
Pretty crazy.
It's that guy right here.
It's all luck.
Shit, that's more than luck. Next clip. And this is the last clip, so enjoy it.
I couldn't even do that on like the mini ramp at DK's.
Right,
Like, and I took the hardest...
You couldn't even do it on mine.
Exactly, I took the hardest slam I think ever.
Oh, that's a
do
hang
No,
that.
that was a gorilla.
Oh yeah. Oh my
Yeah, that
god.
was some fuck shit. So that was what, AJ? What was that? Tell us.
So that was the first time I really skated a vert ramp and like really seeing one and like dropping in on one. I went with
Is that what got your dick hard for the rest of it?
so that was like the beginning. So I went down there with Hunter and his little brother. It was his little brother's like birthday. So like, hey, let's go down there for Harrison's birthday. And that's when I met Peter Fernay and Todd Morrow because we just got there and it was the end of their vert session and we're gonna skate all night, whatever, at Ollie's and RIP Ollie's. And
Well, I do believe there's a story behind Ollie's and why they closed, right?
that dude can go to hell. Anyway, he ran it right into the ground. It sucks. The place was sick. But anyway, we got there and it was the end of like Pete and Todd's, like they were all skating vert. Susie, Eli, Brad Sparks, and
Shout out.
they were just winding down their session. And like thinking back now, I was like, I remember seeing kids like when I was there, they would just kind of linger into the session because you didn't want to bug them. Like I didn't. Like I feel like I'm on the way. I was like, I'll just let me film you drop in and get a clip or whatever.
Damn. So you seen Peter up there? You were that guy? You were like, I don't want to get in his way. I don't want to.
Yeah. I was
man.
so like
You were that to Peter at one time?
I was so kind of shook by those guys.
Can you imagine the fucking where he is now? It's crazy.
So what happened? I got up there and I dropped
Any
in.
backstory on Peter in a second. You know?
Yeah, we can do that. Pete's rad, man. I dropped in, did a kick turn, did a rock, and like bailed it, ran it out, and like I didn't know how to fall on a vert ramp or knee slide. I didn't have pads. I come back up, they're like, "Where are you from?" And I was like, "Kokomo, Indiana." Like, "Oh, I'm from Westfield, which was Todd's from, and Pete was in Greenwood." And I later on would carpool with them. I'd go down and we'd all ride together. And they're like, you're killing us by watching you run shit out. Like, we haven't ran shit out ever. Like, you need to get pads and revert with us. We saw you skate in the mini ramp. You look like you kind of know what you're doing. I was like, okay. And then I'm looking at Hunter. He's just like, talk to him, dude. And we exchanged information. They put me in their Facebook group. And I think like a couple weeks later, I ordered a ProTech full cut, this like real thin, flimsy helmet, and some 187 knee pads. And it was just on. And that was like...
They probably told you to fuck off when they seen your pads and stuff, huh?
They were all for it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they didn't give a shit. I mean, vert is so welcoming because there's so few people that do it now. It's such a dead form of skating. It's like vert died in the 90s. Like vert, I think technically died in 93 is when everyone said it fell off, and then street just took over. Cause street's
you know what? Aj Nelson's bringing it back.
I'm not bringing it back, but it's cool to see people appreciate it.
But if you liked all those clips, here is some more recent clips of AJ, and we're going to show them right now. So I find the clicker.
The good old channel changer.
Right here. Here they are. Enjoy them, baby. That was fucking sick, wasn't it, boys and girls? Have you ever seen something like that? Guy flying through the sky like that?
Mm-mm. Never.
I ain't never seen it either until I fucking met my boy AJ.
Too kind.
On the real, though. Let's get real.
Let's get real.
Okay.
Your father.
Oh, God. What about him?
Now you had some Connor has a rocky relationship with his mother. Now,
Yeah.
you describe your
Hey, man.
relationship with your father. Was he there for you during skateboarding? What did he think about skateboarding?
Man.
He said, go get a fucking job. It ain't never going to work out.
No, I think...
Supportive?
Like, my parents supported me no matter what. Like, they put me in sports like anybody else, you know, growing up, like baseball, football. And I found wrestling in 6th grade, and I got pretty good at that.
Amazing wrestler. I watched him. Caleb Maddox dumped his ass, though. Right on his
So
fucking...
Caleb skated, too. He was one of the first skateboarders I met was Caleb.
Yeah.
And we wrestled all, you know, through our youth, and it was...
You ever beat Caleb?
I only ever beat Caleb.
Yeah, never beat him.
I did
There
really
you go,
good
Caleb.
wrestling.
You got one up on him, huh? He might be able to 540, but what is he without a fucking double leg takedown on you, huh?
He's a fucking freak of a wrestler. But anyway, yeah, man, my mom and dad always supported me no matter what. They were just like, if you're going to start it, you got to finish it. Like, you're not quitting. Like, they didn't raise a quitter.
I don't think you're ever going to finish this. I think you're just going to keep going up and up, you know?
Skateboarding's not a sport. I said it, man.
It is now.
It's not a fucking sport. Let's be real.
It's in the Olympics, though.
As bad as it wants to be a sport, it's not.
I mean, I agree with you, but it's like,
Anyway,
I don't know about now.
I mean, my dad, yeah, he's, you know, we're not close. We're not tight anymore. I don't remember like the last time I saw him, but my dad did build me a mini ramp. It was cool when I was like 13, and because
Every kid's dream.
Yeah, he had a lot of lumber in his garage and workshop, and he was just so tired of me going up to the skate shop to skate at DK's, and
Yeah, for fucking $7.
yeah, for like 20 minutes, the old man would close up, you know, and actually that was my first job. I worked at the skate shop when I was 14. So I worked at DK's a long time ago, and I was this kid run a shop and run the register. It was cool. Dan took care of us, but like
14.
in reality of it, it's just like we didn't get to skate that long because he's some old guy. He doesn't want to be hanging out there. I get it. But my dad was all for it, and I remember one time I was probably like, maybe a year into skating. He's like, you know, you should probably just like you've like mastered it, right? Like, he didn't get it.
He sounds like Ronnie Mullen's dad.
You need to focus on wrestling and get a scholarship, and like wrestling was coming to its end, and I was almost like I about quit skating for wrestling because I was getting fucked with so hard by teammates and coaches, and like hearing my dad say it was like heavy because it's like I looked up to my dad a lot, but I feel like. I don't know, like my dad is very hard-nosed and he didn't really show a lot of emotion, and I was
What'd
always...
your dad do?
What do you mean?
Job.
He was a master carpenter. He was a roofer. He could fix and build anything. I mean, he built me a mini ramp just off his own idea and thought, and it was great. Everyone got hurt on it. It was awesome. He hurt himself on it dropping in.
Hey, good for him. It's like, yeah, that's the end of my fucking skateboarding career.
Yeah,
Think of when you're stunt double.
right. It you know, my dad your dad's your dad no matter what. No matter what relationship, like I have his exact name and I have his genes and blood in me. Like that, he's my dad. But like now he's the personality wise, my dad isn't really there anymore. Like my dad chose a whole nother path in life with his own convictions and addictions, and he chose that over his wife and kids. And a lot of people deal with that. Like my problems aren't any bigger than anyone else's. Everyone's got their own shit. Like you deal with shit with your mom. You guys have your own family problems. Like I'm sure a ton of you guys out there have your own issues with your family, but like he was such a big like factor in my life of like I wanted to impress him so bad. Like that was one person when you asked her like you want to impress somebody, like I wanted to show my dad so bad that like I'm good at this, and like I just wanted to just I don't know. I never looked for like a lot of just approval from people, but like getting his was just stellar. Like he didn't get a lot of things. He was kind of my dad's hard nosed. He's super cocky. Like he's very cocky. He just like doesn't just kind of carries himself differently, and it just I think when I learned a lot about his deal with drugs and whatnot, and it changed my mindset on a lot of things, and it just skateboarding made me not think about that, and it just dealing. I mean, he's still alive. I mean, it's just he's still kicking. I don't see him. When I do, it's like he's not really my dad anymore. He's just a guy that
just a guy
I just talk to him, and I just.
Does it hurt you?
Oh yeah, it sucks. It's like someone
Do you still think about it, or is it kind of just like I can deal with it now?
As you get older, you kind of just deal with it. It's like I dealt with it really rough, like when I was younger. Like
you got your good days and bad days still, or is it kind of just like off now?
Like Father's Day kind of sucks. My birthday kind of sucks. Like it is what it is. Like everyone deals with shit like that, but like I say, he's still my dad. Like it's just when I see him, it's like playing catch up. I'm like, fuck, dude, he doesn't remember a lot of things. It's like his mind's in other places, and but I mean. He's one part, man, but like I wouldn't be here without like my mom and brother. Like my mom played the role of like two parents.
Shout out to fucking Alice.
Yeah, my mom's rad.
The fucking pimp.
I would not be here, like my character, my demeanor without her. Like she ran a tight ship, and she played the role of two parents in one. Like she's the person I want to be. Like she is like my motivation.
So now it changed.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just like I wanted to just impress my dad so much, and just like hearing my dad say he was proud of me, and like that was like I moved to California in 2018. The night before I left, I'm like, I need to see him. I need to say bye. I think that was the first time I heard my dad say like, I love you, son. I'm proud of you, and he hugged me, which is just weird.
Have you seen him since you got the wheel?
No, I haven't. I have not actually, and I haven't really heard from him since. And
how long has it been?
Dude, I don't know. It's been months, a few months. Yeah, he'll like stuff on Instagram. He's on Instagram. It's kind of weird, but he likes shit at like 4 a.m.
For whatever reason, he sees this. What do you got to say to him? Look at the camera.
I'm not doing that. It's ridiculous. But yeah, he's my dad. It is what it is. But
it's not ridiculous. It's nice to get an outlet.
Yeah, I have plenty of outlets. Like skateboarding is my outlet.
Biggest outlet.
Skateboarding.
What about the young boys and girls who maybe deal with that? What's your advice to them?
Talk it out. Don't let it consume you. I did that for all
Find your outlet.
Yeah, I did that for all my later teens, like 17, 18, when I was finding stuff out about my dad and like shit like that, and like I buried it so hard because I felt like I was such a burden to people telling my problems, because I don't like pity parties. I don't like that shit. Don't feel bad for me, like.
Now don't you ever feel bad about talking about those things.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Like now that I'm older and seeing that, it's people who care about you will be there, and they want to talk about those things with you, and they want to hear it. Just to get that out is massive for you. You don't even realize it. Like telling people, I think some of the first people I told were like Graydon and Hunter outside of my family, and those guys were like, "What the fuck?" Because like I didn't
big shock.
I wouldn't show it. I didn't want to show it, and like wrestling helped with that a lot. Just your demeanor and mental toughness. They use that word a lot, but like, I mean, dude, it's just like
you got there and kill fuckers.
It's just you just direct it differently, and that's where skateboarding like saved my life. As cliche as but it did. It just made shit it made me not worry for the time being. But like, it's just talk about it. It's you're not weak for it. You're not a pussy. Like don't if people say that shit to you, don't let it fly, because it's a serious thing. Like just talk about it. It doesn't even matter what it is. Just talk about it. Get it off your chest, because it'll be so heavy you'll just want to like lose your goddamn mind. But yeah, talk to your best friend, your mom, whoever. Text somebody. Hell, whoever cares will listen, and they will not judge you and think any like different you otherwise. I mean, just dude, you are you, and you can't hide it. I mean, you can try, but you're gonna fail at being something you're not. So just open up, man. Just don't be afraid.
Beautiful advice. Beautiful.
Dude, I'm still figuring it out. I have nothing. I
Pro
have, no, I
skateboarder,
have nothing figured out,
man. You would
man.
think he went to fucking college for fucking
Hot second.
psychology.
Hot second at Ivy Tech, but you know.
Yeah, he was. What? Well, you went to be a fucking firefighter.
I wanted to be a fireman. I wanted to help people that couldn't help themselves. I wanted to be an
Jesus.
EMT. And you know, maybe that'll come back around. But hey, yeah, man, just don't be afraid to open up. It's okay.
He don't need college no more, boys and girls. Remember that.
It's a good thing to have.
He's a talented young man. So, want to get in these questions?
Let's do some questions.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. There's some good ones. Pull up my motherfucking AJ questions. We got 30 questions.
Dude, that's crazy.
Oh,
That's insane.
Some of them,
Ask them all. This is hilarious.
Yeah.
some of them will fly by. Some of them won't.
You gonna add names in there? I want to know.
Yeah.
I will add them after.
Perfect.
I think
Number one-
What did you say?
No. I'll add them after. Number one question.
Okay.
How many half cab flips do you think you attempted today? Also, what shampoo do you use?
Well, let me think. I think I landed 4 out of like 55 of them. I'm not even keeping count, but I feel like it was over 50.
And that's not even the fucking ones that you didn't get to do.
You know,
As you're rolling fakie,
you'll
you
have
get
little
it cut
kids
off.
on bikes and scooters at skate parks, but you'll have that. It's another obstacle. But when I had hair, I used Nioxin. It's really good for your scalp. It stimulates thin hair. So Nioxin is great. It smells like peppermint, like Christmas. But I don't have to use shampoo now since I have very little hair. It's like a millimeter.
You still wash your head, though?
Oh, yeah, totally. It's
Alright,
just-
I got a little scared there.
yeah, man, I don't stink that bad.
That question was from MJ.
Perfect. Thanks,
MJ
MJ.
Smith.
Yeah, it was hell.
Questions. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4 in 1.
Oh, yeah, MJ, congrats on the Odyssey board hookup. That's tight. Good job, bud.
He's also not a pro skateboarder around here.
You never know.
Number 1. Would you rather fuck A... Okay, would you rather A, fuck a man's clean ass while making eye contact with him the whole time, or B, eat a musty pus oozing tooter from behind, no eye contact?
Is she dead or something? Is it that bad?
We'll say she's dead.
Oh,
But she
You
gave you
know-
consent right as she died.
You know, I like Cannibal Corpse, and they're really into necrophilia. That's a pretty good band. But
So you're talking so you're gonna eat musty puss?
man, eye contact's a big deal, dude. I'm looking at a dude. Man, sign me up for like the cadaver.
So fuck the man making eye contact.
A or B?
Give me the weird.
I was
vagina.
right at the beginning.
God damn it.
Okay. Weird
Yeah.
vagina, pus oozing
Yeah,
pussy.
we'll sign up for that one. Put some salt on top
Number
of it.
2. What is your favorite attribute in a woman? Could it be eyes, smile, personality, or butthole?
Oh god, a spinal cord. No, I'm just kidding. I think it's just, oh man, a good smile is great. Like someone who takes care of their teeth, because I had fucked up teeth and I had braces like at 20.
Now he's got beautiful teeth.
They're okay, but I like a nice smile and a nice set of eyes, and just I don't know, they don't have to be like the most stellar looking eyes. It's just have genuine eye contact or just like eyes.
Eyes and smile.
Eyes
now,
and teeth are great.
tits or ass or pussy or butthole?
Dude, I'm an ass man all day.
Ass man all day. That's what I'm talking about right there. Get it right there, huh? Yeah.
We dapping up too? Yeah.
Next
dude, bro
one.
stuff. We're doing bro stuff in the
You-
basement. Go.
This one.
Testosterone.
This one's a little off the wall.
Oh,
You have
God.
to fuck one of them. Hunter or Ashley.
Oh my god. Who asked that? Who asked the last one?
These are all from the same person. I'll get there after the last question.
I have a feeling I know who it is. Hunter or Ashley?
Now.
I had to pick.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, dude. Is there a catch?
No, just Hunter or Ashley.
Man. Are they is it like is it cool with the other one?
We'll say that.
Oh man. It's gonna be a compliment to either of them. I'm gonna be honest. Can
Well,
it be? Can it be both?
Uh,
My answer's
It
both.
says Hunter or Ashley.
My answer's both.
He doesn't want to make you guys
It's
feel
hard to
bad.
pick between them. I love them both to death. God, that's horrible.
Oh, I
Is that
know.
Logan? Logan asked that,
It
didn't he? I
is.
knew it was
It's
Logan.
Logan.
Fucking Diet Coke head. Shout out Diet Coke head.
And then last question: would you rather shove one of your skateboard wheels up your butt, or have Jake skateboard back and forth over your dick with them 4 times? Pro wheel. You can get it on speedloudwheels.com.
Oh my god, dude. These are horrible.
There's 30 of them too.
Dude, you can run my dick over the skateboard. I'm not jamming anything with my butt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And here's a clip of that. Psych.
This is horrible.
Would you rather have to drink a pint of blood or walk a 50 yards on nails?
What kind of blood is it? Is it like dirty blood?
Clean blood from a bag.
Like from a human?
Yep.
How many?
Oh,
Like
just
a
one.
pint?
A pint of blood.
Or walk 50 miles? Like, dude, no,
50 yards on nails.
Dude, I'd be done for months. Sign me for the blood. Give me a bendy straw.
Might be a fucking vampire. Next
To
one.
walk.
Oh, and that was
from.
from Sad Wolf. Don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Next question. Burn the hat. I agree. I hate
Burn
that
the
fucking
hat?
hat. I hate this fucking hat.
So, you want to hear the story behind that?
Yeah, tell us a story.
So, the story behind this hat, it's a Brixton cadet hat. And it's like this. I don't ever,
Something Sonya Blade would wear.
I don't ever not wear it. It's always on my head because it's the only hat I like. I tried wearing like fitted whatever, any other hat. It's like, that's not for me. So I got this hat at the first contest center, which was at Fort Wayne Skate Park. And it was this game of skate in the bowl, which is just funny. And I could barely kickflip, let alone ollie. I was probably like maybe 6 months into skating. And Jarek and Hunter and Jarek's parents took us up there to skate and enter this contest. And I entered the contest, my first contest, and wow, you're really letting them rip.
Yeah.
It's a loose one. And I got my ass handed to me. I got dead last, and they gave me this hat as like, hey, here's your ribbon for joining the contest.
Here's your participation. Here's your participation, man.
Here's some ice cream. So I got this hat, and I remember just like being so stoked on it, and I was like, this was cool. Like, I got some out of skating. I didn't think that was just neat, and I just like. I'll remember always, like, that was my first, like, big trip going somewhere out of Kokomo to skate. My parents let me, and
I got dead last.
got dead last. And I didn't start wearing it until like maybe 6-7 years ago because it finally started to fit my head. So I have a pretty big head, but it's a pretty big hat. And I've added a few pins and patches along the way, and, you know, it's just, I don't think I could put a price on it or burn it. I mean, you gotta kill me for it. So there's your answer.
You want to know who asked that?
Who asked it?
Your brother.
Of course he did.
Next one. How do the hat stay on?
How did the hat stay on? I feel like it just absorbs with my sweat, and then it just, my big head just kind of pulsates.
Maybe you're bald head now too. Actually,
Yeah, when I had hair, it was like a glove. It didn't come off at all. Like, sometimes I'll fall down or just like.
How you weren't wearing hats? You weren't wearing hats when you had hair.
I tried not to.
You had fucking haircuts, dude. He had fucking. I remember one time we went to fucking Peru.
I was looking waspy for
And he was
sure.
like, dude, I got a goddamn hair appointment. I can't miss it. And we made him miss it.
They're hard to come by.
And he ended up.
Oh,
ended
dude,
up ran.
Phil was pissed.
They're hard to come
They're hard to come by. It was like, it's hard to get an appointment in there.
My buddy Liam asked that question.
Thanks, Liam.
Next one. When did you lose your virginity?
Oh, boy. I was 19 years old when I lost my virginity, for being real. And I was absolutely terrified.
That's what we're all about.
Yeah,
Being real.
It was in a car midday, and with a very tall gal.
What's her name?
We're not dropping names for that. We'll protect the identities of the deceased.
You're lucky.
She's not dead. She's a very tall gal, and I was probably 5'3". I'm like, God, I gotta climb a tree. Anyway, and later I found out she had been engaged. I had no idea.
Shit.
Wow.
So I felt absolutely horrible, and that was my first sexual escapade at 19. And I was real late to the party. I was a real late bloomer. My voice still cracks. I'm waiting for it to crack during this entire thing we're doing, so that'll be pretty embarrassing.
Oh, it won't.
So take a drink, whatever you're drinking. If you hear my voice crack, there's a.
Sorry,
a
I was
for it.
18, so right there with.
That's what's up.
I was
Still got
12.
me beat.
12.
That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. When he said that, I
When
was
it-
like, bro, how?
When,
Yeah.
and follow-up question, when was the first time you smoked weed?
I've actually never smoked marijuana. I'm pretty.
Take notes, kids.
Don't
do it.
I don't have a problem with it. It's never been a thing that's appealed to me. Yeah, it's just, if I would have done it, I would have done it by now. But I've seen so many people do it, and it just looks kind of lame and a waste of time because it's like, I've seen some guys that are so fried they can't even function. And I don't like the idea that I have to be distorted to do anything or be around people. And, like, seeing the shit my dad did, I'm like, dude, you guys are talking about doing a party. You're going to a party. Like, the party's at my house, and he's not doing weed. He's not smoking weed. It's, I don't know, right, fucking lame, right? Goddamn freshman over here. And
doing weed, man?
I've never smoked weed, and I don't think I've ever smoked a cigarette either. I don't really put smoke in my body.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Don't really care for it.
That question was asked by Mr. Sam Williams.
Thanks, Sam. Love you, buddy.
Old long time
They're the
friend.
best memes, dude. That guy sends me some funny shit.
And what is the worst smell you've ever smelt?
Patchouli. It's pretty bad.
I hate that smell.
It's god awful.
That was Big Dan the Man. Thanks a lot.
Sorry, Dan.
Cats or dogs from the same person?
Dogs all day. Here, dogs. If your house is burning down and you're trapped under the grandfather clock, your dog will stay there and burn with you. If you have a cat, they'll look at you and be like, "Fuck that, dude. I'm leaving." Your
They'll probably paw you in the fucking eye.
Your dog will go down fighting in the trenches with you. Cat won't. I don't like cats. They're okay, but I'm a dog guy.
Why are you wearing Converse but skate for fallen shoes?
The ones they sent me don't really fit, so we're working on that. I don't know what's going on with that.
Next question asked by the same person. How much do you make being pro?
I haven't really gotten we haven't worked out a check yet. It's only been like 7 days, so we're gonna find a period. So
Okay.
and it's not really about the money. I'm just lucky to have like my name in the skateboarding marketplace. It's
cool.
fucking insane.
Being able to make money for
Is it
doing
just
something
like
you
for all the
love.
sponsors and stuff though? Like that's how you like able to get paid, right?
I think it's only the wheelbase
It's
right
through
now.
it's like Speed Lab. I mean,
Yeah.
like, dude, Alan, goddamn, I can't thank that guy enough for giving me the chance, and just it's still surreal. I'm
So it's
lucky.
pretty much like once you have your name on something, that's like
Get royalties.
Yeah, you kind of get you get a cut of it, and it's everyone kind of does it different.
You can answer this. This is just my question.
Yeah.
How much do you get for each wheel? You get a certain amount?
I had it written down. I don't remember the exact amount, but it's a nice little.
$5, $10, something.
I don't
like
think it's
that.
that much, but it's a nice chunk.
Yeah,
it's
good deal.
I'm lucky to even have this. I could care less about the money.
Right. As long as he can keep doing it.
It's awesome.
Last question from the same person.
Okay.
Why does he take so many pictures of his motorcycle on top of parking garage?
Because you gotta let people know you're riding a bike, dude. I ride a Harley, but I'm like the least Harley guy that rides a Harley.
Now, how you gonna know if you're riding a bike if
Yeah.
you don't take pictures?
How you gonna know you're doing anything? You gotta let the world know. But
All three of those were asked by Mass Skateboards.
Oh, that's very sweet of him. Thanks,
Yeah.
Rennie.
Shout out Ren. Brake stuff.
Breaks up, Aiden.
Yeah. How big in centimeters is your penis?
Centimeters. You know, I don't think I've ever really measured, but it can't. It's probably nothing tremendous.
Take a guess.
Centimeters. Dude, I don't know.
Or would you just say are you an average brother or a below average brother?
You know, I'm not blood with you guys, so
I know,
I'm like, God, I don't know, man.
What is it? You average
I
or
hope
below?
I'm average. I don't know.
You might be an average size bro.
What is average? Well, you guys figured that out yet? Do you guys compare?
I think the American average penis size is 5.5 inches.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
So I'm not average. I'm above.
He's an above average brother.
Below average
That's
brother.
okay, buddy.
Average brother.
We still love you.
I'm in between.
Oh, God.
Cody Kennedy asked,
Oh, boy.
so you be stroking that thing?
What is that thing? Is
I
that
don't
it?
know.
No context?
No context.
I mean, dude. Sure.
You be stroking that thing?
Quite the Cody question.
Paul Lancaster asked, what size dodo does a vert skater use?
What? I feel like the East Coast guys use a bigger one just to make up for the fact that they're like, not up to par with the West Coast guys.
Ooh,
So they gotta
throwing some shade to East Side.
I'm in the Midwest, man. I'm on both teams.
Oh, okay, well, fuck you, East Side.
East Side's cool. They got some good ramps.
Concussed. I don't know who this is, but
Okay.
says, do it squirt though.
Do it. What the fuck, dude? Sometimes like you be in there. I don't know. That's my answer. That's my
You ever had it squirt on you?
I think one time that happened, I was terrified because I didn't know what was happening.
I think it's piss.
I think it's just a mess.
Huh, well, another one. Jensen Grattan says, how big is your cock, man?
What is with the? I don't
know. I feel like, honestly,
we'll go with the average.
Most skateboarders are sus.
Very sus. Painting their nails
My
and
fiance
shit.
says, what is your favorite form of birth control other than your hairline?
Oh my god, it fucking came in hot. I don't know, dude. That doesn't enough for me, I guess. I like.
So maybe not abstinence or something?
I like wearing. I'll wear a condom. Like that's my birth control.
Wrap it up!
Yeah, wrap it up, man. I don't want to be a dad.
Of course, we already went to this. Just Schulte.
Oh yeah, John.
What's not under that hat?
There's no hair under this hat.
No hair under that hat, baby.
Sorry, I can't backsit there, John.
Gnarls Darwin says and asks, do nudists wear clothes when they fuck? Lots of dry humping.
What if they just take their skin off?
Oh boy.
Like they just get full muscular system.
I could imagine.
It's just
They'd be
blood.
slipping and sliding all over the
Yeah.
place.
And it's like skin suit gone.
It's like an alien.
Yeah.
Mahmood.
Mahmood's rad. Love that guy. Louisville local.
Why does my helmet smell like ass?
Because you smell like ass, Mahmood. You gotta wash that helmet and wash your ass. Are you putting it on your ass?
Ew, that's the guy who doesn't put water on his ass when he's in the shower. That's you, Mahmood. Next question. Does AJ train / have specific workouts / diets to improve his skating abilities?
To be honest, I don't have a great diet for whatever I'm doing. I used to run a lot. My knees are pretty jacked up, but I ride a bike. I built a fixed gear. That's been fun. We've ridden a couple times. But diet-wise, I mean, I like Mr. Pibb, and I'll just try to drink water. I like whole milk. Whole milk's huge.
Mountain fucking dude.
I fucking love whole milk, man. I eat a lot of pizza, but I don't eat a lot. I eat maybe once a day. I try to eat one. I don't know. That's kind of left over from wrestling, not eating that much. But I don't have a great diet, but I'm fairly hydrated, but that doesn't really equal out. But
that was asked by fucking hello, my name is Van.11. I don't know who that is.
Rad. That's a good question.
Next question from Facebook. I remember it. Craig Collins asked, have you ever heard of the legend Craig Collins?
Craig Collins is a legend in Kokomo.
Kokomo legend Craig Collins. Shout out.
Yeah.
TL.Valencia. Why is he so hot? And can I have him's digits?
I think I already given you my digits, man.
I guess fucking see, skateboarding does get you cock and puss.
He's a guy, so.
Next one. That's why I said cock and puss. Your boy Bryce asked, if you could skate with anyone ever, who would it be?
I'd want to skate with Jeff again, for sure.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Big legend.
Yeah, I miss Jeff. He's a good guy. Yeah, I'd love to skate with Jeff again. It'd be cool to skate with Jimmy Wilkins. That'd be fun. That dude's rad.
Jimmy.
I'd be down just to watch.
Jimmy, come on. Get him out there, huh? Two Story asks, is one arm bigger than the other from inputs or whacking it?
I don't know. I feel like I try to use both.
Look about the same.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Okay.
From both. Brady St. Clair says, AJ, why is it that you suck fat donkey dick?
I don't know, Brady. It's fucking hard out here. Times are tough.
Been a couple months dry spell. You heard.
Yeah, man. Donkey shows.
Flesh Reaper says,
Oh, God.
you are electric? Question mark.
I'm electric? Chris, you're electric, buddy.
He is electric. Shout out.
Shout out to
Tattoo
Panthers and tattoos and tattoo guns running off car batteries. Love you, Chris.
Jensen Grattan again asks, how big is your cock?
What is your deal with my cock, man? Same answer.
We all wanna know.
I guess use your imagination.
Kaya Collins
All right.
says, who is the coolest person you've been around in the past week? Were they blonde?
You know, I did meet some kid at the park. He was blonde. He had a really good boneless. He was pretty cool. But, yeah, I don't know. There's some cool people out there that are blonde.
Heard it here first.
Yeah.
Codeine says, how many times a day do you adjust your penis?
I wear compression shorts, so like it just kind of stays where it lies. But I don't know. I don't really keep count. These
And
are out
the
there.
last question
That was a lot.
is from Old Bert Skater. So Todd, right?
Todd.
Why is Ray Fennessy
Fantasy.
such a worthless cocksucker?
You know, I don't really know. I like Ray, but Ray's got some things he's dealing with, I guess. But Ray's Ray. That's all I'll say.
Ray, fucking rhyme
Ray's
that bitch.
Ray.
Ryan.
That's all I'll say.
Well, boys and girls, I think this is the end of this episode.
Wait, hold on. Can I ask this question? Because I don't know how no one asked this. When did you start losing your hair?
Fuck, this is just a weird intervention of just let's roast the shit.
I'm not trying to roast you.
I think it's been just a process since I was like 20. I started
Okay.
seeing my hairline kind of fall back. But,
Yeah.
Grow it out, kids. You never know when you're gonna lose it.
yeah, it's hair is hair, man. It comes and goes, but you just gotta own that shit.
Yeah.
I'm super insecure about it, but hey, that's why I wear the hat.
So
Tell everyone.
So is that our
Hair.
send off note? Talking about
that's your
hairline?
well. Our send off is gonna be. And do you have any last words for anybody watching? Any sponsors, whatever it is?
I think I just want to thank everybody that supported me in the past, 5 years with recent skating and vert, and just anyone who's skated with me in the past and from day one to now or whatever. It's been really cool, and I don't know, just call your mom, tell her you love her, try to drink water, feed your dog, call your friends. You never know if you'll
Any
ever...
shout outs?
Shout outs, shout out to you guys, shout out to your son, shout out to your fiance, shout out to my boy Hunter McClish and his boy Asher and his wife Ashley McClish. Shout out to Graydon and Jensen, congrats on getting married. Big deal, moving to Texas. Gonna miss them, but get on out of Dodge, boys.
Yeah, get the fuck out of Dodge.
But yeah, it's anybody who's ever, come to a session or I've skated with and just made it fun. It's just I don't know, just keep skating, go fast, tuck your knee.
Skate fast, eat ass.
If that's your thing, do your thing. Ask for consent. That's a big deal. Wear a condom if you want.
Number one.
Yeah.
If you want.
Just fucking.
Because even the nicest looking woman could have an STD.
Well, just have fun with it, man. Just anything in life, just do it the best you can. I don't know. But anyone from anywhere can do anything.
And again, thank you, AJ, for being here. We're so blessed to have you.
Thank you, boys.
Living
First guest.
as the first
I'm
guest.
sweating bullets down here. We
We-
need some AC in this
Man, no
fucker.
fucking shit.
Yeah.
One more time, shout out AJ. Go buy his wheel. Helps him. Right there. I'm gonna, bam, right there. Oh, look at that. Boom.
Okay.
You go get that on speedloudwheels.com. Make sure you follow us, the Average Size Brothers, on Instagram, Facebook page. Friend me. I'll get you. And Twitter. And of course, like and subscribe. And we will be back here next week, I hope. Unless one of us passes away or something. Thank you again. Good night.